Welcome to Missouri. The Lake of the Ozarks are a unique symbol of the state of Missouri in the USA, and the lake has earned the nickname the Magic Dragon. For many years, the lake has been home to one of the most exciting events in the world of water sports, the largest performance boat race in the world, the Lake of the Ozarks Shootout.
Well, then we started doing it here. The first year we had like 700-800 people, and now we're up to like several thousand people that come here.
The Shootout is a popular event held since 1989 and continues to attract huge amounts of attention in the USA and beyond. At the beginning, the object was simple for the locals. Let's see who can go the fastest.
Hey guys, we're at the Lake of the Ozarks Shootout.
The Shootout started as truly a grassroots local event. A lot of boaters would sit around watering holes talking about whose boat was fastest. And we had a couple gentlemen, Carmen Natoli and Fran Steingruby, that decided, well, let's find a safe way to put on an event that's bragging rights. We're not going to win money, you'll win a plaque. So the first year was 1989, and the turnout was good. Through the years, we never expected it to be the level that it is now. Miss Budweiser would race in the event, and shortly after that, Powerboat Magazine came down to watch the event, and they came on as a sponsor, giving us the front page of the December issue every year.
Randy Sissom, founder and owner of MTI, won the first Shootout here over 30 years ago.
It was the best kept secret in the world for performance boaters, the best place in the world to go boating, and you don't have salt water, you don't have all the cleaning, and they just loved it.
The Polylift Lake of the Ozarks Shootout Poker Run is a pre-event activity and a highlight of the Shootout weekend for more than 15 years. About 25 boats participated in the first edition. In 2023, over 160 vessels were registered. It doesn't matter if you're driving a $20,000 boat or a boat worth $2 million, everyone gets together to talk and to share a good time and stories. The Poker Run gives people a reason to take to the lake before the race and enjoy themselves. In contrast with the Shootout, racing isn't allowed during the Poker Run and the boats are limited to 60 miles per hour. The 2022 Poker Run covered about 60 miles, with boaters drawing one playing card for each of the 9 stops.
Basically, you just go on your boat, you stop at all the different places, get a card, and party.
We drew a few good cards right out of the gate, and kind of coming down to the end here to see what happens, but always feel good about your hand, and you just never know what's out there.
So many fast boats, so many cool people, just a great time.
The Shootout raises money for 40 local charitable organizations across the area, giving back to the community for years of service, and supports 8 local fire departments. The event raised $445,000 in 2021, and last year the account raised a record-breaking $625,000.
What the volunteers do, they come down, they sign up, and then they say, we want our hours to go to this organization. So we wanted to go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, or we wanted to go to the Elks Club, or we wanted to go to Habitat for Humanity, or something like that. And so however many hours they work during the Shootout is that many hours goes to that organization. And then at the end of the day, we take whatever money we have and we pay all of our bills, and then what we have left, we divide up amongst the hours of the people that donate. So if they work 100 hours and those hours were worth $20 an hour, then we make a donation, a couple $1,000s to their organization.
We're having a great day under this tent, selling t-shirts. So come on down and buy one. It's all for charity.
This is my second year as executive director, but I volunteered 12 years before that.
And I got involved with the Shootout about 14 years ago when Ron Dugan took it over. And I work for my fire department. All these volunteers that are here, all our money goes to our fire department. The first year that we worked it,
You know, we really make this shootout work because of the volunteers. People don't realize how much time goes into that. We had 9,000 volunteer hours last year and a little over 900 volunteers. So people just pour hours and hours and hours into it, and that's what makes it work. From the lady who, I have an 89-year-old volunteer who runs my merchandise tent, and this week at the street party, she was on the strip with me at 8 a.m. in the morning, and she was rolling out at 12:45 when I did that night.
Ron Dugan said, okay, you guys did such a good job selling t-shirts, you get to do that from now on. So that's where we ended up, and my husband and I have been with it for 14 years now. Last year, our fire chief, which is Todd Watson, he bought a fireboat, and we didn't have anything down past the 55-mile marker on the lake. So now we've got a fireboat down that way, which they've already put out a couple of fires with it. And we're all a volunteer fire department. We get no money from nothing except the people that pay their dues on our bin and what we earn from the shooting.
The event would not be possible without the support of volunteers, and this year more than 900 volunteers were involved. The shootout is more than just fast boats. More beds, food on the tables, and clothing on the backs of children, and also life-saving equipment for 8 local fire departments of the Lake of the Ozarks.
We were seeing names like Ken Warby out of Australia, Dave Callan, who's out of Florida, John Kosker, who still runs today and is a throttleman for American Ethanol. We've seen almost every state representative, 3 countries. So, Central Missouri, Lake of the Ozarks, which a lot of people have never heard from, across the globe. We're now a contender for power boating in the United States and the world.
Since it came to Captain Ron's, we have donated well over $3 million back to the community in 16 years. Our first year we only donated $45,000. Last year we donated $625,000.
There were dozens of classes of boats competing here, from pontoon boats to personal watercraft, all the way up to the pinnacle of offshore racing, Class 1 boats. All eyes would be on the American Ethanol 51-foot Mystic boat, with Tony Batteato driving and John Kosker on the throttles. They are the undisputed fastest here, 7 years in a row, taking the Top Gun title since 2015. Their Mystic hull is powered by 4 engines, well in excess of 7,000 horsepower. If there's anybody that could challenge American Ethanol's dominance, it was the Dirty Duck outfit, with Myrick Coyle behind the wheel and Rusty Williams on throttle. The owner, Slug Hefner, was a Top Gun in 2016, hitting 217 miles per hour in the American Ethanol boat, and this year he'd be pitting his Dirty Duck against his former record-breaking ride.
Well, it makes 2,300 horsepower each side, and the first pass out of the water at the lower power setting we saw 188. We think we might be close to 200. I don't know that we can beat ethanol. That is a heck of a act to follow. Anyway, we'll see what happens.
Another team to watch out for is the new for 2023 Class 1 Monster Energy M-Con Skater Powerboats 438 catamaran, which claimed its first podium finishes earlier this month at the Mercury Racing Midwest Challenge in Sheboygan, Wisconsin.
So yeah, 2023, our first season in the Monster Energy Class 1 438 skater. We'll strip it down and get it as naked as humanly can be, and get this thing as light as we can. Put it on a diet the next couple days so we can go out and run this shootout. We'll run our highest gear ratio and the highest propeller that this thing will pull. You cross the start gate at 40 and get this thing up as fast as we can, So really going to work hard and really try to put on a good number here for the shootout, for the fans, and then back it up on Sunday with the kilo run.
With Myrick Coyle behind the wheel, this powerhouse pair would also be putting their championship-winning Super Cat through its paces. Their Skater 388 catamaran won the P1 Offshore season opener in Cocoa Beach this year. And part of the fabric of this event was none other than Randy Sism's daughter, Taylor Sism, and her number 7 Marine Technology MTI boat. At the 35th Lake of the Ozarks Shootout, there was a surprise in store for the spectators. If the excitement on the water wasn't enough, it was time to look to the skies. Myrick Coyle, in a boat prepared by Performance Boat Center, is racing the stunt plane in a Performance Powerboat 420.
Polylift boat lifts, preferred by boaters everywhere. Award-winning construction and unmatched service makes Polylift the go-to boat lift for Lake of the Ozarks. Generations of this boat lift family building the best boat lifts possible. And the next generation is poised and ready to take Polylift into the future. The most trusted solution for protecting your watercraft is Polylift. You know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
Dark skies and rain met the racers on the first day. Tough conditions for racers and spectators alike, with low visibility delaying the start. Teams and drivers made their final preparations before hitting the course. The first racer to take to the course in the 35th edition of the Shootout was Adam Wiseman. Coming up through the WIA Marine Insurance start line, competitors had to maintain 40 miles per hour before passing the start gate. And it's an impressive run in his Velocity pad-bottom boat with no steps. These boats run exceptionally well when they're up on the pad, and Wiseman is putting together a good run to reach 91 miles per hour for the 3/4 mile course. The tricky weather didn't hold back boats of all shapes, sizes and classes as they started throwing down their first runs, looking to best their previous year's times.
Yeah, the winds died down and it's not super windy, so we should see a lot of good safe passes today hopefully, so we're very excited to see them all go and everybody have a good time today. I'd like to see everybody make a good pass, but we want to see these two kind of go across the finish line here with impressive numbers. This one, this will be a first year for this boat, second year for that boat. We were able to hit like 126 last year in the boat, Super Cat, but every year you learn a little bit more about how to enter these circle track boats into a straightaway type course. So stay tuned for this one because we don't really know. So we'll see. But we're hoping to win each class.
Hopefully we, get a good run. We'll just take some passes down there. We got to get ready for a race next week, St. Petersburg, Florida. So we're just going to go out and play around with it, see what happens.
Coming through the WIA Marine Insurance start line now, it's Myrick Coyle and Tyler Miller on the 3/4 mile course in the MCon Monster Energy boat. They've got the boat trimmed way up right now, trying to settle the bouncing and pack the tunnel with air. The skater is still porpoising passing the start, but trims out nicely and the rooster tail starts to drop. They blaze through the 3/4 mile. The Super Cat boat hits 131 miles per hour. Impressive speed. Next up is the sleek black Monster Energy MCon boat, known for competing in the Class 1 World Powerboat Championship. This boat has had some success recently in the Class 1 World Championship, so let's see how it goes here. We see the rooster tails lay down as they accelerate and settle the boat down. There's still a slight up and down wobble, definitely will cost them some speed. They cross the finish line and they hit 134 miles per hour. A great first run from the MCon Monster Energy Class 1 team.
Well, this is my first time, and I like looking at all the expensive boats. One day I want to be a racer.
Another big contender from the P1 offshore circuit is Billy Allen in the Team Allen Lawn Care boat. This Superstock class boat has been a hard charger in the P1 circuit this season. It's a 32-foot Doug Wright built hull.
Sabrina Kwolek steering the boat today. Hopefully put up a big number and get everything ready to go, and then we'll go offshore racing next weekend in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Billy Allen now in the Team Allen Lawn Care boat. This super stock boat has been on the P1 circuit this season, and it's a 32-foot Doug Wright built machine. He brought the boat here last year right after it had a massive wreck. The boat has got up pretty quickly and it's looking good. They get it aired out really quick and set a speed of 116 miles per hour.
North wind, so that'll help us with a little bit of speed going down the course. So we're just hoping for the best and hope the rain stays off so that everybody can go out there, have safe runs, and have a good time. And for the spectators too, keep them dry and keep them having fun and keep the party going.
Polylift boat lifts, preferred by boaters everywhere. Award-winning construction and unmatched service makes Polylift the go-to boat lift for Lake of the Ozarks. Generations of this boat lift family building the best boat lifts possible. And the next generation is poised and ready to take Polylift into the future. The most trusted solution for protecting your watercraft is Polylift. You know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build poly lifts.
The rain made things difficult, made it very choppy. It got rolly there for a while too. But yeah, it was all in all, it was good, some good runs. Yeah, it was successful. We're still alive and we're still floating, so that's always a beautiful thing.
This is Jeffrey Clark, and the boat is running a pair of Mercury 1100 M8 drives. This 31 does have a center point in them, and it will be coming into the Performance Boat Center finish line right now, and he had a respectable run earlier of 140 miles per hour. Tony Chiramonte recorded his fastest top speed, 173 miles per hour, on the event's former 1 mile course in a DCB M35 wide body catamaran. His best speed on the 3/4 mile course reached 168 miles per hour in a 35-footer also owned by Sean Gibson. Tony Chiramonte is next out in his new DCB M37R with Mercury Racing 500. He heads to the finish line looking to beat the 124 miles per hour mark. The Lake of the Ozarks Shootout welcomes all kinds of engines and different classes of boats, making it a truly special event that brings together the whole spectrum of the powerboating community. Until the late 1990s, nobody raced pontoons except Jim Doris, who sadly passed away earlier this year.
74 mile an hour. Well, it's been faster, but the winds, across out there, it's just really bad. There is a lot of people out there on that water right now, even after the rain, so, looks like everybody's having a good time.
David Doris has been running the Shootout since 2014, and he's running a 25-foot Hampton with a single 400 on it. Doris has modified this boat for the Shootout and completes a really good run.
My husband innovated the pontoon industry. Back when it was a mom and pop boat, but he wanted to go faster and faster, and he did some stepping and anyway. So he's a legend. He's not here with us, he passed away, but he's a legend.
Your normal pontoon boat runs around at 30 to 40 miles an hour with a single engine on the back, and they'll seat 13, 14, 15 people on board. We're pushing those envelopes, and I'm close to 90 miles an hour in this boat now. One day we've already done the 100 mile an hour mark with other boats, nothing that I've driven, but it's already been done. Brad Rowland's done it.
I think I got the highest speed. So far it's 79 with a single engine, 400, which is something to say.
And this year I built a 29-footer with twin 500Rs on it, This thing is a beast to drive. This is the 2024 Watercraft Powertoon Extreme 2900. This boat was built in his honor and his memory. They're going to build 50 in this color combination. These are the first 2 to come out of the factory. And I got the honor of driving boat number 2.
Right now, we've got John Odom coming up in a 2024 Playcraft Extreme. It's a 29-footer with 2 500s on the boat. This should be an interesting run, as it's one of the first boats of this style we've seen with 500s. John Odom has been involved in the Shootout for 20 years, and he's been general manager at Marty's Marine for 23 years, and in honour of Jim Doris. A fantastic run for John Odom, who's from the lake at Osage Beach, just bouncing a little bit as he comes towards the Performance Boat Centre finish line. The fastest before this was around 70 miles per hour, and it's just been stepped up to 87 miles per hour. A great performance from John Odom, and he's the top gun.
Polylift boat lifts, preferred by boaters everywhere. Award-winning construction and unmatched service makes Polylift the go-to boat lift for Lake of the Ozarks. Generations of this boat lift family building the best boat lifts possible. And the next generation is poised and ready to take Polylift into the future. The most trusted solution for protecting your watercraft is Polylift. You know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build poly lifts.
Up next, it's a factory stock 450R class boat. Another familiar fixture in the P1 Offshore Series, the red Waves and Wheels Dug Right boat. Throttled by veteran Ricky Maldonado.
It's good. It's been, the numbers are even with our competition, so we're happy. And we'll get a little more tomorrow. We got a plan, so it's all good. It's all good, absolutely.
This pair always delivers in every race, going 110%. The water is absolutely perfect now for the Waves and Wheels Dug Right boat. And this is a superb looking run here. They've got a good start, very stable. The boat is dialed in, riding on the very back of the transom, but there's a slight course correction that will cost them some time. And it's an impressive 120 miles per hour. Nick Evans now with recovered money. They have a big presence on social media and are extremely active on the scene, going to a lot of poker runs and boating events all over the USA.
It was good. The first run was decent, second run was better. I screwed up the last one really bad, so we're going to find some different props and hopefully pick up about 10 or 15 mile an hour.
This is Nick Evans in recovered money, and we've seen him do a couple of runs here this weekend. And in terms of speed at the Lake of the Ozarks, he's pulled out an 86, an 87 and an 82. But this is a 50-foot Nortex Super Cat. It is huge, so it's hard to get it up on top of the water and get it through just 3/4 of a mile. But it could run 87 miles an hour down here at the Lake of the Ozarks. And it looks like he's got 90 miles an hour there. Congratulations to Nick Evans. That's the top speed for him. He's bettered his 87. JBS Racing are back with their Blue Skater and custom-built engines. They were the first Class 1 boat to enter a shootout in 2022, but this year are in the open class. Rumours are they'll be returning to Class 1 next year.
Jeff and I have been struggling with little issues since last year, going through Class 1. We knew the boat could do it. We knew our power plant 16 power engines could do it.
JBS Racing have twin 1100 horsepower, 16-cylinder motors in this powerful boat. JBS Racing is also one of the teams doing the Kilo as well. And it's 139 miles per hour for national and world champion Jeff Stevenson.
We did better than we were planning on it, so we might have a little more for tomorrow.
Yep, we said we'd be happy with 130. We said we'd be stoked with 140, so we're stoked.
This one could be very special. It's John Koska in American Ethanol, what many of the fans here at the Lake of the Ozarks Shootout have come to see. This legendary boat had a unique engine setup this year.
It's a 4-engine boat coupled to 2 surface drives, so you changed the engines a little bit this year. What did you do?
We got Mercury's on this side with Prochargers on them. We got the old engines on the other side with Vortex superchargers.
So the horsepower about the same?
Yeah, about 500-700 more on this side, we hope.
So how do you compensate for that? Just hold it down, okay?
We've run them before. That year we heard the engine, it was 700 all.
So what do you predict the speed this year, Don?
It runs why we ought to be over 210.
Well, that'd be great. We're looking forward to seeing it.
It could be the first 200 miles per hour this weekend. The conditions are ideal. They're coming out of the start line, and let's see how it handles. It's looking good so far. The rooster tails are up and the boat isn't hopping. This is a beautiful roll. Whoa, that was fast. 207 miles per hour was the top gun last year, and this has a chance of going better than that. It's 214 miles per hour. Stunning.
Good, everything was good.
Polylift boat lifts, preferred by boaters everywhere. Award-winning construction and unmatched service makes Polylift the go-to boat lift for Lake of the Ozarks. Generations of this boat lift family building the best boat lifts possible. And the next generation is poised and ready to take Polylift into the future. The most trusted solution for protecting your watercraft is Polylift. You know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build poly lifts.
Electric boats arrived at the Shootout in 2018. The technology has come a long way in a short space of time.
The first electric boat run, I think, we had several years ago was 25 miles an hour, and it was kind of like watching paint dry, you know, but this was amazing. So, and we look for great things from them in the future, too.
A notable entry was the Vision Marine Technologies boat. They're a Canadian company that specializes in electric boats and engines. Their 180 horsepower electric outboard motor, called the eMotion 180E, is branded as the world's most powerful of its kind currently available. A zero-emission technology that is noiseless and gasless would be put to the test here. Their design is a complete package from 60 kilowatt per hour lithium batteries.
Feels great, quiet, powerful, efficient, ecologic, perfect.
For the Shootout here, Vision Marine strapped 2 180E electric engines on a 32-foot catamaran. Throttling this revolutionary boat would be 3-time world champion Sean Torrente, a highly accomplished Formula One boat racer with an illustrious career spanning over 3 decades. Sean Torrente is also leading the points currently in the P1 Offshore Superstock Series. This legendary throttleman did not disappoint. He set the bouncing nose down before the start buoy and proceeded to blaze into the record books for the fastest electric boat to date at a blistering speed of 116 miles an hour.
Oh, it was good. It's good to try something different and new and work on a cool project and then still get to go fast. So 116 is the new record that we set yesterday, and we're really happy with that.
Definitely a class to watch out for in the future. All Top Guns, or racers that achieve the fastest speed in their class, have their name memorialized on the Top Gun wall.
And the Shootout was started by my dad, Bob Morgan. He had the Top Gun trophy a couple of years. Back then, going 100 miles an hour was fast.
Geared up to go race in Key West in 2011. Sorry.
Yeah, they raced in Key West together, and that's where they both got killed racing. So after they passed away racing, Captain Ron Dugan, and the crew started this Bob Morgan Memorial Hall of Fame, and so every year since then, they put a new Top Gun goes here.
Growing up, I spent a lot of summers down at the lake with Grandpa, and I'm at the marina. It was definitely my dream to always be a boat racer when I grew up. I would always wear the orange racing helmet and the big Thunder race gear to career day at school, and just thought he was the coolest guy in the whole world.
Shelby Morgan competed for the first time in the shootout in memory of her grandfather with a stellar run of 93 miles per hour.
We did 93, we ran twice, both at 93, 3 miles faster than we thought we were going to do, so consider that a big win. Now I'm going to go get a drink. Great time here at the Shootouts.
Well, I think I won the first one at 103, and I saw today they went 214, so it's come a long ways. Boats are bigger, faster, a lot more of them. It's turned into, for me, it's almost like another holiday at the lake. It's a really busy week. It's all leading up to it and all the events they do, so it's just growing and growing.
Perhaps riding closest to the water were the brave riders in the personal watercraft classes. These were divided into 4 classes, including a women's class, a stand-up jet ski class, and a class for 2-stroke engines, as well as the 4-strokes. AJ McCracken was a favourite in the stand-up PWC class.
I've been coming down here for 30 years. It's my favorite place in the world. Last year I ran 61 miles an hour in smooth, perfect water. Since then, I've done modifications. We're hoping for 62, like fingers crossed 63.
He indeed put his money where his mouth is and 1 miles per hour better this year to win his class with a speed of 62 miles per hour. In the women's class, Christian Gurzagorcic took the win with a speed of 83 miles per hour. Bobby Cordoni took the win in the open stock class with a speed of 79 miles per hour.
Had a good run. I think we probably have, in this class, probably the fastest run of the day. So we'll find out. And then we'll see what the women's class is. She might have taken that one.
In the highest and fastest class, the Modified Open, James Myers thundered down the straightaway just 4 miles short of 100 to take the win at 96 miles per hour.
It was a great ride. It was rough out there today. The wind was really picking up, so we had some choppy water, but other than that, it's still a great day. Any day you come out with a Top Gun out here with all these boats, it's a great day.
3 out of the last 4 years, Top Gun, so that we're pretty excited. We like to have that elusive 100 mile an hour, but it just is, we didn't get it.
Gives us another reason to come back next year. We're gonna bust 100. It's coming soon.
Polylift boat lifts, preferred by boaters everywhere. Award-winning construction and unmatched service makes Polylift the go-to boat lift for Lake of the Ozarks. Generations of this boat lift family building the best boat lifts possible. And the next generation is poised and ready to take Polylift into the future. The most trusted solution for protecting your watercraft is Polylift. You know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build poly lifts.
Excitement was in the air for the Super Cat Fest for kids, the charity auction, where thousands of dollars would be raised for charities.
Tonight at the live auction, we have Rainey Sism, who was our very first Top Gun. So we have a lot of racers who have ran the entire 35 years, or now it's generational, and their children and grandchildren are running, which is what we saw during this year's event.
My daughter does some stuff for charity, and we kind of help her with it. So we get involved, and we try and help them raise money for the kids and the different organizations they support. And we've been a big supporter for many years. And the Make-A-Wish is one that we do a lot with. We're going to auction off a couple of 500-horse outboards tonight, and the proceeds will go to the kids. And it's really a worthwhile charity, and so we like being involved.
Hi, I'm Taylor Sism. I am the honorary chair for the 35th Shootout this year. This is my second year as honorary chair, but I've been around the Shootout pretty much since I was born. My dad's been doing it the entire time it's existed, so I pretty much grew up around the Shootout. We were able to raise $70,000 last year. This year, we want to do even better, so we've got the 500s here. We've got a lot of great auction items. We do the Wish Kid rides. They're on Sunday earlier this week and also at Captain Ron's. So we had a lot of customers come out. We came out, and it was great to see those families. And we even did a wish reveal for Wish Kid William. So he'll be going to Hawaii next week, which is amazing. So amazing to see that come to fruition, from like you raising the money to that getting donated to then a kid actually receiving their wish. It really makes my heart happy.
This is put on for the right reasons. It's for charity, and Make-A-Wish is a big part of it. And we've done a lot of stuff with those folks before, and we'll go to the auction, and hopefully they raise a bunch of money for the families and the kids here.
The Shootout is, it's all about giving back, right? If you're successful, you should give back, and so I do, and being 16 years with Make-A-Wish. And it's just a great place to, the camaraderie with all our customers and friends that go boating, and this is the best event in the country for boating.
The 35th edition of the Lake of the Ozarks featured 13 super competitive women vying for records here.
This is my 17th year running in a row. I don't come to win, I come to run, and I want to promote women racing and women in boating in general.
I'm here to promote women in racing. I have 4 children, 3 of which are girls, and this is for me to show them that they can do anything too, as long as they push themselves and work really hard.
More women the better, because women can do very good things.
My record in this boat was the first year at Shooters, and I believe that was 07, and I took her at 79 miles an hour. Last year I broke my quarter-mile record and took her to 73 miles an hour.
Here is one of the favorites, Carrie Sixkiller. Sixkiller has been great at the Shootout over the years and is running a motor built a couple of years back by Tyler Crockett. Sixkiller has to deal with a little bit of rain, but she's experienced. Sixkiller just has a little bit of porpoising at the end, and that slows the boat down a little as it digs in. There's a little bit of bouncing, but she gets it all settled down at 65 miles per hour.
This is my first year at Lake of the Ozarks to do this shootout. I've done 3 other shootouts in Maryland on Middle River called Tiki Lee's Shootout on the River. This year I was the fastest woman in that shootout, so super exciting. I think my nerves got a hold of me, and I ended up DQing my first run, which was fine. Second run I hit 77, decided to hold out and wait till today to try to do it again. My first run today was 82, and my last run was 89, so I'm pretty proud of myself.
This is
I think the 5th or 6th year I've competed in the shootout, so really exciting. But first year doing a kilo run, so we're happy to be doing that. And of course the best part about all this is the charities and the shootout auction on Saturday night, so it'll be a great week.
Almost the end of the season and we're leading in national points, so hopefully we can take it home.
Next up is the two-time world and two-time national champion Taylor Sissom in that number 7 Marine Technologies boat. She really has made a name for herself with fast racing, but she also does a lot of work outside of the boat, supporting various charity activities. When Sissom is racing in the P1 Offshore Series, she normally has John Tomlinson alongside her, but today she has her father Randy in the boat. This father and daughter pair have a great relationship, so this could be a good run. The boat is moving away nicely and there hasn't been any hopping. A very smooth, fast and fantastic looking run there from Taylor Sissom. It is in, it's 118 miles per hour. That's impressive when you consider the boat is intended for offshore racing and not the raw acceleration needed here.
We had good runs yesterday. We did 175. The wind got us a little bit with the storms coming through. Looking for better conditions today, we hope, though we're blowing a little bit this morning, but that wind matters a lot when you get up that fast. We got 177 miles an hour in Texas at the Texas Outlaw Challenge in June, and we ran 175 yesterday, so a little off. We're looking for some more. We're going to go out this morning and give it hell.
This might be the fastest non-canopy boat out here. Here is Team Yahoo coming into the WIA Marine Insurance start box. They've got quite a bit of rooster tail already, and he's in the box. He's got a flag right there. Jem and Jones on the 3/4 mile course now. They started out with those rooster tails high to get the boat start crimping down, so the rooster tail is a little lower. And now you can see that whole boat's aired out really good, and that boat does not take long to get from start to finish. The number on that one is 174. Dirty Duck is up next. Can they challenge American Ethanol's crown?
He built the engines. He put the whole program together with buying the boat and setting a goal. And he called me in June and said, hey, I'd like for you to set the boat up and do this. And we made it to a 194 mark, and we're really proud of that.
It's Coyle who's driving the boat, and Rusty Williams is throttling the Dirty Duck. A 438 Skater 2021. It's got two Carson Brummett 2,400 horsepower twin turbocharged motors in it. This is a good run. There was no hopping, and this could be better than their run yesterday. They're going to beat 187 miles per hour. An amazing run, 194 miles per hour.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm on cloud 9. I couldn't ask for anything better. Mark and his guys, Rusty, they're some of the best in the business, and I felt very good about it. And you saw the results of 194. Wow. I probably won't sleep tonight.
Polylift boat lifts, preferred by boaters everywhere. Award-winning construction and unmatched service makes Polylift the go-to boat lift for Lake of the Ozarks. Generations of this boat lift family building the best boat lifts possible. And the next generation is poised and ready to take Polylift into the future. The most trusted solution for protecting your watercraft is Polylift. You know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build poly lifts.
A brand new chapter for the 35th Lake of the Ozarks Shootout is kilo runs.
You'll get a mile run up before you hit the start gate, and so you get the boat as fast as you can up in that mile, hit the start gate, you run the kilo, a mile on the back chute to slow down, turn around, and then you got to come back through. So they take your average speed, so you know if a boat will run 160-ish through top speed in a kilo, it's probably going to average out in the 140s, 150s. So you know that's kind of what we're hoping. But there's never been a Class 1 record set in a kilo, so we're hoping to be in the world record books, and we're vying for that title on the Super Cat as well.
through the Shootout's collaboration with the American Powerboat Association, APVA, and the Union Internationale Moto Nautique, the UIM, competitors will have the chance to set official world speed records. The same course for the Shootout will be shortened to 1,000 meters and function as the two-way kilo course. Racers will be required to pass the course in both directions and will be allowed a mile-long run-up to the start line, allowing them to reach the maximum speed at the kilo trap. Averaging the speed of each run will produce the record. Willie Cabeza in his GC Racing factory stock 450R boat recently got third place in P1 Offshore's Mercury Midwest Challenge in Sheboygan. With veteran throttleman Gary Ballou, they broke the record for their class with a speed of 127.42 miles per hour. Leading the P1 Offshore Series in points, MCon Monster Energy's Supercat boat hit the kilo run. Tyler Miller and Myrick Coyle walked away with a world record of 140.55 miles per hour in their Skater 388 Supercat boat with twin Stirling 850 engines. What a truly stunning weekend at the Lake of the Ozarks. Records have been broken, hundreds of thousands have been raised for charity, and everyone is going away happy. Thanks for watching the Lake of the Ozarks Shootout.